Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome, everyone, to LSU's Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. I'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
It went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years, Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They're going to run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. Well, last time they played, as has happened quite often in the rivalry, it was Alabama making just enough plays, Kirk, to win a close one.
And, Chris, in that matchup, Alabama just proved to be so much better coached on both sides of the ball, able to escape with a narrow victory. LSU feels this year will be different. It's an opportunity to avenge such a close loss.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a shotgun run call. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the handoff. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. Breaking free at the 35. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Keeping it on the ground here. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
He's brought down at the 29-yard line. It's 3rd down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense will zero in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down play coming up. Trying to find some room. It's Hart. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. One of those critical third down plays coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Breaks loose at the 45. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And now the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Here we go on 4th down. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They'll run it to the left. Powerful running here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. And they'll use the ground game here.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Gonna run it. It's hard. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The clock is still running. I'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, Alabama.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, they had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
7, Alabama, 0.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the running back takes the handoff. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He'll hand it off. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Trying to fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. And momentum really building now. This one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they had it go, they got stopped on 4th and goal. They got to put that behind them now. Put together something here. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Lawrence. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. And think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. He's going to hand this off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
They'll run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Crucial play, down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Ball handed off. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that previous play. There's the handoff. Looks like LSU has the 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Alabama 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Handoff to the single back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he'll be brought down.
Gain of 1. It's now 2nd and goal.
On the ready.
2nd down and goal.
3:25.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
On the double.
They pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Slab.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. And it's the Bayou Bengals pouring it on, beginning to pull away, and those LSU fans really beginning to party now, Kirk.
Yeah, LSU is having a lot of fun with this. Anytime they beat Alabama, they're always happy. But to be pulling away and almost starting to embarrass them, that's a special day for the LSU faithful.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Here's the throw deep downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
That's reeled in. It's hard. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day. Let's face it. but I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able to come back in this game, but, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back.
On the set.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
Bring it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Launching it. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. The back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
At the 14-yard line, it's 3rd down.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. Using his legs, it's Hart. Ball carrier running through tackles. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, tie. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7.
That makes the score LSU.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And there's the handoff. Breaking tackles. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. Can he get there on the ground? The first down pickup tackled at the 45. Let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. And now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.